All right, what's going on, everybody? So, unfortunately, as we know, KSI has canceled or postponed his fight with Dillon Danis, which is actually postponed and canceled the rest of the whole card. So, I'm going to be giving my reasons why I think this is an overall mistake, and I'll be reacting to everything that's happened. But real quick, before I get into the video, 92% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you like influencer boxing, or UFC content, I post 3 to 4 times a week on this channel at least. So make sure you subscribe. Also, at 200 subs, I'll be hosting my first watch party. So let me know if you pop out to that. I appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to react to the initial video where he pulled out of this fight. So let's see what he had to say about this whole situation.
Hey everyone, I'm going to try and make this quick. Me versus Danis. It's just not going to happen March 29th, man. I've tried my hardest, but my body has legit just given up. I'm currently in bed, taking antibiotics, trying to recover, but I'm struggling. I'm coughing up greenish yellow shit all the time. My sinuses are hurting to the point where I need ibuprofen every day. The tension headaches right here that I'm getting are more painful than you can imagine. I'm using Sudafed daily. I've tried sparring and training and my body just feels weak. My stamina is...
I don't know why you tried doing that.
I can't even taste right now or smell. Basically, I'm fucked. I've been ill for almost 3 weeks and it's just not got better. You know, I've had doctors come around to try and decipher what is going on. And honestly, I've never been this ill for this long in my life and I hate it. I feel useless and it's depressing. I feel like I've let so many people down. I haven't been able to post any YouTube videos to help promote the fight because I've just been feeling so shit. I'm just sick of being sick, man. And yeah, I'm sorry. I wanna move the fight to another day because, you know, I still want to knock out Dillon Danis. And yeah, I didn't train this hard for nothing. Either way, I want to say sorry to everyone at Misfits. Everyone at The Zone. I want to say sorry to Simon for not being in as many videos as I'd like to be. And most importantly, I want to say sorry to the fans.
Okay, so the thing is with him being sick for that long is because he doesn't give himself a break ever. You see him at the Sidemen charity match. You see him doing some other shoots while training and doing all this stuff. When you're sick, you need to rest, man. So it really is on him. At the end of the day, he'd probably be recovered and fine if he just took it easy. For like 3 weeks ago, like in the Sidemen charity match, say he can't go because he's sick, something like that. Because you would think he would prioritize a fight over the Sidemen charity match. And I know he was just gonna try to power through it, but you got to take care of yourself, man. Like you really need to. And KSI versus Dillon Danis being pushed back isn't even really the problem, which I'll get to into a second, but Dillon Danis had some stuff to say about this response. So Dillon Danis has been going off on Twitter. Honestly, he's been promoting this better than he did when the fight was actually on. He's been on Twitter like crazy. He initially responded to the video that KSI made saying, "I remember my first cold." Yeah, obviously taking the piss that he was sick. And then he posts this AI picture of him and Logan Paul. Oh my god. Dillon Danis and AI is a dangerous combination. And he continued to go on. He really didn't stop. He jokingly, I would assume jokingly, but we don't know what Dillon Danis posted, KSI girlfriend reveal. Now, KSI didn't take this very kindly because he responded, "If you want a number on your head, go ahead." Woo, that escalated quickly. Bro. And he deleted it right after. I really don't, like, I understand that your girlfriend is a private citizen, dude, but that's why Dillon Danis really shouldn't do it. Like, Nina was a public figure, that was one thing, but KSI's girlfriend's literally just a normal person, like, that isn't even on the internet like that. So, it'll be a really douchey thing to do, but putting a number on his head, that's a bit much. KSI, chill out, dude. I don't even necessarily think he's like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he has connections in London. But still, man, that's not the type of person you are. He's just being emotional, you know what I mean? And yeah, not seeing KSI fight on this card is a problem. Even though this Dillon Danis fight didn't make entirely the most sense matchup-wise, it still was going to be entertaining, I believe, for the most part. But that isn't even the main problem. The main problem is they pushed back the whole event. That means all the fighters that paid money for their camps, all the fans that paid for hotels and travel and tickets. I don't even know if they got refunds for the tickets. I really hope so, because there were people like Chase Demore. Shout out to Chase Demore for this, by the way. This is very cool of it. There was one fan called Ivan K, and he said, spent all my money from last month at my job buying some plane tickets, hotel room, and other things related to this trip. Everything already paid for. Now I'm broke, not even angry, just upset. I was really looking forward for this trip at KSI, at Dillon, Danis, at Mams Taylor, at Misfits Boxing. And Chase, being a goat, said, message me, bro, how much were your tickets? Now, that was very cool of him, if he actually ended up doing that. There's a lot of fans that I even heard of that I met in the UK through Twitter that were very excited to go to this card. It was going to be an overall very good card, so I don't understand why they just pushed back Dillon, Danis, and KSI, put a different undercard for that card down the future, and kept this card because Darren Till versus Darren Stewart could have been the main event. Fox versus Waleed could have been the main event, and people still probably would have went. We even had Salt Poppy's manager saying, Salt Poppy versus Dillon Danis, we are ready to accept the fight at Mams Taylor, at Coach Saul. That would have been cool, but I don't think Dillon is going to do that, to be honest. He would much rather, he went on Twitter, and he started calling out Deji. I'll put it up right now, yeah, right here. He said, you fat cunt, step up and defend your brother's honor at Deji. And how... Take AI away from Dillon Danis, bro. I know this is what a lot of people think this is what Deji looks like nowadays, but that's a force, bro. Deji, I love Deji. He seems like such a good dude. But Deji versus Dillon Danis would have been cool too. He was calling him out in his video when he reacted to the press conference with KSI and Dillon Danis. But I don't think Deji's in shape right now. It was something about the Simon charity match. KSI was roasting him because he had a belly. So that's not going to happen. Now, this is just a massive mistake by Misfits in general, because for the most part, this KSI versus Dillon Danis fight is not going to happen down the line. He was already not training for it. He was training for the Tony Ferguson fight more. And the Tony Ferguson fight is down the line. So he's going to be occupied, and he's not going to accept this fight again. I'm just telling you right now, Dillon Danis is going to take this as a win and run with it, 1,000,000%. Now, with this card, like you say, you're just going to push it down the line. So all these fighters got to wait. Like, it doesn't make any sense. This Dillon Danis fight is not going to happen again. Dillon is not going to take the fight now. Bro, this is not going to happen. So why are you wasting all these fighters' money on camp and just ruining their vibe? Like, this was such a big opportunity for so many fighters on this card, like Argentinian King versus Small Spartan J. The winner of that fight had a big opportunity ahead. And so many other fights. Chase Demore versus Roman Fury was going to be a big fight. Fox versus Waleed. Knowing how Waleed handles, like, in between fights, we might not see Fox versus Waleed now. Like, I just think this is such a mistake by Misfits. Is this going to be overall loss of money? If they stuck with the event without KSI and Dillon fighting, it would have been fine. Let me know if you guys agree, but I think it would have been fine. Like, seriously. Now, I don't really know how Misfits 22 is going to work now. Are they going to push that more down the line? Is that now Misfits 21? Is it going to be after Misfits 21 in, like, 3 months? I just think this puts them in a ridiculous hole. I know that 22, if it's still going to be called that, is going to be on in a couple weeks, so it's not far away, but it's just the overall loss for Misfits, man. It's really, people still would have showed up. People are upset about the event not carrying out. Not that KSI isn't fighting. They're mad that they lost their money. And this was probably Mams Taylor's decision. I know that Misfits 17 probably didn't do that great because KSI didn't end up fighting, but this card is way better than Misfits 17 was. Top to bottom. Like, what are they thinking? Seriously, like, what are they thinking? So yeah, man, my phone's giving me dumbass storage issues again, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me know if you guys agree that the event would have been fine without KSI and Dillon Danis down below. Make sure you guys follow all of my socials. Can't really take the time to put them on the screen because my phone's being so stupid. Deleting half of my apps and like 3/4 of my camera roll, but I don't have enough storage. Like, it's just lying. That's what's annoying about it. But a little side rant. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless every single one of you. And peace out.